My name is Jonah. I'm 12 years old. I live in Charlotte Workday.
Yeah, we're living in here today for Charlotte Workday, but we live near Raleigh.
Yeah? I like to edit at my house. We use Scratch program editing.
He lets cut and do multiple videos, so he'll have like 2 screens going at once and getting it together. We're originally from New York. We came down here for Jonah's school when we found out about the autism. What's that, like 6, 8 years ago now?
Yeah, that was 2016.
How good this?
Did you like New York?
Yes.
How's North Carolina?
Good.
Water?
Yeah, the schools here are much smaller and better for his size class.
A hug?
He didn't have blood. In New York, they were giving 30 kids per class. So down here, he has like 10 kids per class.
Yeah, it was like a smaller setting that really brought us down here. Also, the school system in New York is a little scary. And having a child that at that point when we first moved down here, honestly, before we left New York, we didn't know what exactly was going on. We just knew that something
was different.
was different. And so coming down here, though, that is where we got a lot of help from Project Enlightenment in Raleigh. You were able to kind of walk us through all of the steps. They were able to kind of go us through the diagnosis part of it, and that was hard, to say the least. You know, if it's something you're not really ready to hear, you know, something is not quite as what you expected, but...
And they were unsure as well, because they gave him the test, and he passed the test. Did the eye test, did the verbal test, and from just plain sight, you can't tell he has autism unless you actually engage with him and if he's hungry.
Yeah, they were kind of able to help guide us through that process, which I don't know what we would have done without it. But it was really awesome. They were able to like come to his school and set him up with his teachers, which made us feel more comfortable too, because we've already made that connection on things that he would need. I mean, that has been great. And like Wake County Public School System has been amazing for us and for him.
Yeah, the people down here are way nicer than New York.
Yeah,
And let's say that.
That's for sure. The challenge-wise, I think, has always been knowing from like his perspective how he feels. Like when you have someone that's nonverbal, it's like,
He speaks with his eyes. He'll like, we know what he's saying, but for somebody else, it would be hard to know what he's desiring or what he needs for help.
yeah, exactly. And that's like the biggest fear, I think, like as a parent, right? Like them being out in the world and them being able to advocate for themselves and making sure that they're able to get the things that they need without you is a big mountain to climb. But
That's more of a challenge.
yes, but we're getting there and he is getting there too.
It's hard with the autism. It's like we have everything you would have with a normal child growing up, but it's almost like we're preparing them to live without us as opposed to live with us. So it's like we're teaching them to let go when all we want to do is hold on, you know?
Yeah, because we're forever parents, but you want that like independence for them, and you want them to be able to live a quality life, you know, just like we have, and we want to be able to share all of those things with him. But Jonah before, when he was 4, to Jonah now
It's night and day.
Yeah.
He had echolalia, where he would only repeat back what he heard. So if I was like, would you like a drink? When he was thirsty, he would go, would you like a drink? So it's like you kind of had to know him to know, hey, he's asking for a drink. And then literally we mirrored everything back to him, like, I'm thirsty. And then he learned that for a year of time of, I need to go to the bathroom or I got to go down the stairs. And
but giving him that feedback when he would say it to us, I think is what really helped us like jump at home. There's been so many.
First thing that came to mind was the recital. Yeah, so like you said, he likes to sing, and they were practicing a song in music, and he does regular education along with special education. So with his friends there, they did a song and he loved it. They gave him the solo in the song for him to sing it in the auditorium.
Which they did not tell us was happening.
So when we went there, we went to just support him, and it was amazing. Yeah, he's a hot dog. He likes to bow. He likes to be like, "Are you ready, guys?"
Yeah.
To set up the mood.
Most recent success for Jonah is that he's been doing so great in school. That he's in a middle school that we log right now, but they have realized that he has a little bit more skill in a lot of areas that is kind of placing him outside of special education now at this point. And so they're going to kind of integrate him more into regular education, which is giving him the opportunity to actually
Get a
diploma.
At the end of high school. So you have to start now to obtain that at the end of high school. Otherwise, you get like a certificate of completion. So just on the off chance things go great and he wants to go to college, we want to give him that like opportunity.
Yeah, so that's been his biggest success lately. Yeah, and it feels surreal for us, right? Because at first when you're going through this and you don't really know what's coming, it's so scary. You know, you don't know that you're gonna get to a point like this. You don't know that it's going to get better, or that if this is just what it's going to be forever.
Right? To grade him with numbers, remember? He did a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. Now he's getting like D's, B's, A's.
Yeah.
Like
normal stuff. Yes, those little things, right? Just like a check that like completed versus like a grade, and him being able to really hold his own and retain, and we're just really proud of him.
Yes, we are. It's just you're not alone. Even though we're together, there's some points where we feel alone in this struggle. But everybody's going through the same story kind of, and has the same feeling towards their child. And we all just don't know what's the best way to help. So it's just good to lean on other people. It's okay to trust people to help you, especially with autism, you know? Because my answer for Jonah won't work for everybody else. But the feeling I have of what I want to achieve for him is the same. And I feel like everybody just wants the best for their kids.
I think for me, the alone part is definitely it.
I know.
No one tells you that it's going to be hard to like relate to your friends that have kids, because it's different for you.
People invite us to parties and we show up for Jonah and for their kids.
Right, but it's different for us, right?
People don't understand
all that it takes for us to get there, all the steps and things that we have to do to prepare him to be able to get through that event, you know?
Like, I got a bag of electronics, toys, snacks, a blanket, and a pillow in case we get stranded, because this is what he thinks is going to happen. But he's safe.
But yeah, I think that, and, you know, just people having a little bit more compassion and understanding when it comes to all kids that have a special need, adults too. I think people have this, you know, misconception that when they see something that is not like everything else, they shy away from it because it's too different or it's too weird. But like, life is boring that way, you know? And Jonah's really changed our perspective, changed our life.
Yeah, when we heard everything that autism could be, we dived into it with empathy, the love, the hugging, the touching. So Jonah's actually almost the opposite of that. He'll give you a hug and he probably won't let go.
Yes.
Something simple will make him so happy, like the gummies make him so happy. But that straw breaking would be the end of the world.
Right. So like it's those small things, but you know, he's made us live a fuller life is the best way that I can say it.
Yeah, we call it his secret power. In his video games, he has badges. He wears a badge of like autism as just his happiness. I wouldn't change it.
No,
like
we would do this 100 times. I can't tell you, like, we're happy as could be.
Thank you, Tricon. See you later.